the little introduction there because there was some footage you probably saw from last year's fair. My name's Nathan Hayhoe, by the way. I'm here with Red Leaf Canada. I was at last year's fair in Istanbul. It seems like a long time ago, but because so much has changed since then. But it was so interesting to participate in this year's event as well, to see how Gökhan and Gökmen and Başak and Cheval and their team Gizem have put on such a great event. You know, everything has changed, everything's different, but it's so great that they were able to put this together and that we were able to participate and that we were able to still meet all of these wonderful students and parents and other educators and the Endless Abroad team, of course. In fact, this year was kind of cool because I got to meet students from all over Turkey. I mean, last year we were in Istanbul, and I got to meet a lot of students from Istanbul, of course. But this year, I met students from Bursa and Izmir and Adana and Ankara and Sivas and Muğla. I'm probably pronouncing all of those names incorrectly, but the students told me a little bit about where they're from and all these different parts of Turkey. So anyway, it's not maybe the way we want to be doing things always, but it's a great job by the Endless Abroad team to allow us to connect with all of you parents and students. As I mentioned, my name's Nathan Hayhoe. I'm from Red Leaf. I'm from here in Canada. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about summer programs. I'm not going to tell you specifically about our programs or promote our programs. What I want to do is just try to, for parents and students who are interested in summer in Canada, give a very factual overview of what it's like to study in Canada. The whys and the hows and the where to goes and where you'll land and what types of activities and events you might consider doing if you should decide to spend a summer in Canada. From there, you should have some information to start with. And then certainly if you'd like more information, you can contact Red Leaf. Summer, my colleague now, is at our booth and she can help you. But hopefully this will set you on the right path if it's something you're considering. Now, I know this is an educational fair that is geared towards high school studies. And a lot of students and parents are thinking and are focused on studying in high school, studying a year abroad in high school or a semester abroad in high school, somewhere outside of Turkey. If you have the ability to do that, I highly recommend it. You should do that. And I hope you got some of the information you were looking for. The reason that I wanted to talk a little bit about summer here at the end of this this day of meetings is for basically there's three types of students that I recommend summer programs for. Even if you're looking for a semester or a year abroad in another country, I recommend that before going, if you can, if you have the ability to do so, spend a summer there first. So if you're a grade 8 or grade 9 student in Turkey and you're thinking about studying in Canada or USA or somewhere else for a year in grade 10 or grade 11, it's a good idea to go for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks in the summer and get to know the culture and the people and improve your language skills before going. And then if you like it, you can return if you're able the following September for school or a year later for school. That's the first reason. I always say check it out first if you can. The second reason is for some of you students, your English level may not quite be where you need it to be to study in another country in their education system. Jumping directly into studies, I'm from Canada, so that's my experience, jumping directly into a Canadian high school can be difficult. It's academically challenging. So you want to make sure your language skills are there, especially your listening and speaking skills. That's another reason that a summer program can really help out. Attending a 2 or a 3 or a 4 week program where you just focus on your spoken English and your listening skills is a great way to feel much, much more comfortable when you start your high school year abroad program. And then the final reason is price. Now, a lot of you students have spoken to me and my team and others here and are really excited and interested in all these wonderful destinations and these full year programs that you're interested in participating in. But of course, we've got to ask mom and dad if it fits into our budget. And for some of us, it won't. For those of you who want that experience of getting to meet friends in another country and getting to know another culture and immersing yourself in another language, a shorter term summer program could be a good alternative if a full year program is just not in the budget right now. The other thing I wanted to mention just in the end here, before I start with my presentation about the different aspects of Canadian studies, is we've seen over the last year that we don't know what the world might look like a year from now. And especially us as educators, we're very conscious of the fact that the world changes very quickly nowadays. So if you're interested in becoming a biologist, you need to study biology. And if you're interested in going into business, you need to study business courses. That's clear. But what's more important is experiences and growth. And those types of experiences, like a semester abroad or a year abroad, no matter what you study, even if you don't study biology or business, is going to be valuable to you, because we don't know what the economy and the future and careers are even going to look like a year or two or 5 or 10 years from now. But those experiences will be with you. So here's a little bit of information about one type of experience that you could have, and that's a summer in Canada. I'm going to go through briefly. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, by the way. I'm going to talk for about 20 minutes, and that's it. And the reason is because it's at the end of the day. You've all had lots of meetings. You've had lots of meetings in English. Your brains are probably tired from speaking English and listening to people like me speak English all day. So I'll give you the information. Contact us after if you want to learn more. I'm going to give you an overview about Canada, some factual information about the summer months in Canada, some of the activities that you can expect to do if you come to Canada. And then I want to tell you about the 3 types of programs that you can generally choose when you come to Canada: day camps, overnight camps, and language camps. And then I'll close by telling you a little bit about the homestay or accommodations that you can choose when you come to Canada. So I know we've had a lot of speakers, and actually you're probably surprised that when you come to an international high school fair or event, you meet so many Canadians. The population of Canada is not very large, but I'm sure it seems like every second person you were talking to was a Canadian. The reason is because a lot of people do choose Canada as their destination of choice for studies or for international experiences. The reasons I'm sure people have gone over before: it's a friendly country, it's a welcoming country, it's got a great education system, and I hope you'll find it's full of great people as well. Canada is a very, very big country. When you come to Canada for a summer program, you will fly to either Vancouver, that's over here in the left side. I can see my cursor on the screen there, so I'm hovering over Vancouver, or Toronto, or Montreal. Those are the 3 main airports that you'll fly to from Istanbul. Now, from there, you can stay within one of those 3 cities, Vancouver or Toronto or Montreal. Certainly there's lots to do and lots to explore, but Canada in the summer is all about getting out of the city and seeing some of the countryside, some of the lakes, some of the forests. It's got the mountains, beautiful natural scenery. So the first thing I'll say is don't be scared to choose a program that's located in an area that you've not heard of, that's a little bit outside of Toronto or Vancouver or Montreal. In Canada, we are not afraid to travel. When we fly to Vancouver or Toronto, we're okay with getting on a bus and going a few hours north or east or west to be near the mountains or the lakes or the forest, because for us, that's part of what experiencing the summer is all about. Most of the programs do take place within 100 or 200 kilometers of these main cities. So generally, you're not going to be going too far north. You're going to be staying within 100 or 200 kilometers of the American border in the southern areas of Canada. I'm sure a question that's on a lot of your minds is, can I come to Canada right now? And I'm sure that's something that you've been asking lots of the educational partners that you've been talking to here today. The COVID situation has affected Canada like it has so many other countries. They're rolling out the vaccinations here in Canada. My grandmother was vaccinated just last week, and my mom got her first shot last week. So slowly but surely, we're getting our vaccinations out. But it's a process that they're reevaluating every single week and every single month. So I'm located in Toronto, for example. In our region, Toronto, Ontario, we're still on kind of a semi-lockdown, which means not everything is open 100% yet here now in the month of February. That situation is changing every single week and every single month. It may still be possible to visit Canada this summer. It may not, and that's something that you'll have to discuss with your parents, and something we'll keep in touch with you about if you're interested, to keep you updated on the situation. If not, it's something that you could obviously consider in the summer of 2022, coming to Canada for a trip in the summer. Of course, students are being accepted to Canada. You can come to Canada on a student visa and study at a full semester or full year academic program. But we're hoping some students can and will be able to travel before so as well. So once again, if it's something you really want to consider for this year, I would encourage you to get in touch with now at the Red Leaf summer booth, or any partner that you're interested in working with, and they'll keep you updated on this situation. When is the summer in Canada? Now, I've talked to a few of you students, and you've told me that you actually have a nice long summer break in Turkey. So the last student I was talking to, she told me that actually she's going to be off this coming year on June 15th. And then she has 3 months off. She goes all the way from June 15th to September 15th. In Canada, we don't get quite so long a break for the summer months. Our summer in Canada is July and August. So the high schools and middle schools and elementary schools in Canada will go right up to the end of June, and then they'll start again in September. So July and August for us, that's what summer means. So if you're interested in a summer program in Canada, you're going to be coming during the months of July and August. For those of you who think of Canada as a cold country with snow and we like to play hockey, that's not true in the summer. In the summer, it's going to be 25 degrees plus during the day. The days are long. We get lots of sunshine during the day. And we are all about going outside, going swimming, going to the lake, going to the beach. So if you think of winter when you think of Canada, that's true. But the summer will be warm and sunny, and you'll be able to get outside. The types of activities that you can do. So any summer program that you choose in Canada, whether it's an overnight camp or a day camp or an English program, they should offer you different full-day excursions that you can do. Now, those full-day excursions will depend on which region you choose to go to. Do you want to go to the Toronto area or the Vancouver area, for example? If you choose to go to the Toronto area, you can see up here on the screen, we have some of the famous activities that we always take our students on when they come to Canada. Niagara Falls, one of the wonders of the world, is a great trip. You can see some of our students there visit Niagara Falls. They put on their raincoats and they get on a boat and they go right up close to the falls to see. We, of course, always, even if they're outside the city for living and for their daily program, we always take them to the city to see, in this case, Toronto, the CN Tower, Toronto Blue Jays baseball game. Those types of activities are obviously included in any summer program in the Toronto area. In Vancouver, it's the same thing. There's lots of great tourist areas in Vancouver to see, especially lots of natural beauty. Taking a ferry out to Victoria and Vancouver Island is a wonderful thing to do there as well. Those are full day activities. Now, you're going to have programming during your summer program. Of course, you'll have English classes or leadership classes or activities that you do during the day. On top of that, you'll do daily activities, afternoon activities. For us, summer is all about things like canoeing. You can see at the bottom there, beach volleyball. These are great summer activities in Canada because the weather is so nice, the day is so long, we like getting outside and doing things. So we try to, with all of our Red Leaf programs, what we really try to do is give a full Canadian experience. So we're trying to get you out doing things like canoeing, playing street hockey, maybe activities that you've not done before, learning about the Indigenous culture of Canada and visiting Indigenous sites. A lot of those types of activities. We play lacrosse, which is a local Indigenous Canadian activity. But we also do a lot of just the regular traditional activities like beach volleyball and fruit picking, and other traditional summer camp activities that are fun for students to take part in. For those students who have found during the day, doing their one-on-one video meetings with educational partners, that maybe your English skills aren't quite as good as you thought they were, or maybe they aren't quite up to the place where you think they need to be, and you're thinking about doing a semester abroad, or you're thinking about doing university in England or USA or Canada after high school, a language camp is a good idea. So going to Canada, you're going to get all of those experiential things that you want. You're going to make friends. You're going to see the country. You're going to do those activities. But during the morning, what we try to do at these language camps is make sure you have English classes with Canadian teachers during the day. Then in the afternoons, we do our Canadian type activities. And on the weekends or one day a week, we do those full day excursions where we see places like Niagara Falls and Vancouver Island. So for those students who really think that they need to improve their English skills, this is the perfect program because you can go over to Canada, do 2, 3, 4 weeks of full immersion. In this case, the calendar I have up on the screen is a sample of a 4-week program that we offer. It's just outside of Toronto. Like you said, we like to get out into the country. We do a trip to Algonquin Park, which is an absolutely phenomenal natural park here in Canada, where students can get a real sense of Canadian outdoor life, canoeing and camping and living in cabins. For those students who speak English, maybe you have at least a beginner or intermediate level of English, but you still want that experience and you still want to improve your English, then we have day camps. What day camps means for us Canadians, and these are the types of camps that, by the way, Canadians attend. For us in the summer, camps are a very important part of our summers growing up. We attend camps usually from the ages of about, very young, 6, 7, 8 years old, all the way up into high school. And it's a part of our summer life that we're very used to here in Canada. And when we go to a day camp here in Canada, obviously we're not thinking about language skills. We're thinking much, much more about doing activities like leadership. So for example, in this sample day camp, this is another one of the Red Leaf programs that we offer. Instead of those English classes in the morning, what we do is we offer leadership workshops and survival skills and first aid training and different interactive activities. So again, this is going to be all in English. Your English skills will improve, but the goal is not to teach you English. It's that if you're going to join one of these day camp programs, you should already speak English, and it's more about learning life skills in English rather than learning English. We still always try to get out and do the same types of very important activities, such as the Algonquin overnight trip we include in this program. We also try to do all of those things we were talking about, like street hockey and lacrosse and canoeing. So all of those typical Canadian activities should be included. But again, we're trying to focus on life skills rather than just English skills in these day camps. The final option for camps in Canada is overnight camps. So we work with a lot of great overnight camps. And honestly, overnight camps in Canada are phenomenal. They're always going to be a little bit more expensive. For day camps and language camps, you're going to be staying with a host family. For overnight camps, as the name suggests, you stay in a residence or a cabin, some type of accommodation provided by the camp. You can see in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, we have pictures of some of the cabins that are available. This is the most traditional type of Canadian summer program. These are phenomenal experiences. The camps that we work with to provide overnight camps have perfected these programs. I attended these programs when I was young. My parents attended these programs when I was young. We've been doing these programs for years and years and years in Canada. It's a traditional part of our summers in Canada. The idea with these overnight camps is you're completely immersed. The friendship, this is the part where I'm talking about the experience and the friendship. I met with a lot of you students over the last couple of days who told me you're looking for the experience. And I really appreciate that that's what you're focused on, because it's something that you should be focused on. It's something that you should be demanding from your education. Is not just academic skills, but also life skills. And this is the best type of camp for those. They're going to be a little bit more expensive than traditional day camps, but these camps offer you a fully immersive experience into the Canadian camp life. The other thing that's really cool about these camps that we offer is when you do an overnight camp, you're not doing an overnight camp with other international students only. There's Canadians, because this is a big part of, like I said, Canadian Summers is we send our kids to these camps. Our Canadian kids go to these camps. And so when you're in one of these camps, doing your rope climbing and life skills and survival skills and cooking skills, you're going to be doing that with other Canadian students, There may be other international students there, but we keep the number of international students actually very limited, because what we do is we work with certain camps, we choose them within certain areas of Canada, and we request that they provide us with a few spots. And then most of their spots are reserved for local Canadian students, and then we have a few international students who join them at these programs. If you choose an overnight program, you'll be staying in the camp accommodations, obviously. For all other types of programs, you would stay with a Canadian host family. This is a very good thing, especially if you're looking to improve your language skills. The idea is that you'll go home from your day at camp and you'll talk to your host family, you'll have dinner with them, you'll do some activities with them in the evening, and you'll improve your English skills by talking to them as part of your immersion. Homestay in Canada is available in all of those regions that I told you about, so Toronto, Vancouver. And the great thing about Canadian homestay is that we have a huge selection. Of course, Canadian families come in all different shapes and sizes. We have all different cultural backgrounds, but you get, regardless of the family that you get to spend your time with, you'll have that immersion into the Canadian life and culture, and of course the English language. We always choose our families here at Red Leaf based on the best possible match for you. We always have our own database of families. We work with our own local coordinators who are on the ground to match you with the best possible host family, if that's something that you choose to do, if you choose to stay with a host family. We even have programs. Some of our students who come from other countries, especially in Spain, for example, we have a lot of students that come over, and they're older students, maybe like you, they're in high school, they're 16, they're 17 years old. And what they want is just the Canadian experience. And a lot of, again, we're talking about budget. A lot of people want that experience, but don't have it within their budget to pay for a program that is, if you're doing a semester abroad, you're talking about prices that are $15,000 Canadian and above, and a year abroad is 30,000 Canadian dollars and above. Well, for a summer program, you can do that for significantly less, of course, but you can also just choose to stay with a host family. So we have a program in particular here at Red Leaf called Family Immersion. And what it is for students like you who already speak English, who are already mature, who just want to have that immersion experience. And you go over, you stay with a Canadian host family. We ensure that there are kids of the same age in that family with you, and you do activities with your host family. And so it's basically just living with a Canadian host family for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. In fact, some of our students, what they do is they come early. for their academic programs, and they stay with a Canadian host family for 2 or 3, 4 weeks to improve their English skills, to get used to the culture, to get used to life abroad before they start their academic program. So again, if you're looking for a program that is the best possible bang for your buck in terms of budget, this is not going to be an expensive program, and you're going to be able to stay with a Canadian host family for 1 month and get the experience that you're looking for. Once again, we have a booth, Red Leaf Summer. You can go there, chat with Now. You can go there right now, chat with Now, my colleague, and you can ask her about any one of these programs: family immersion, homestay program, overnight camps, day camps, or English camps for those who are looking to improve the have that experience for short term. The other thing is, even if you don't know if you're interested for this summer, or don't know if it's going to be possible because of COVID for this summer, or you're thinking about maybe 2022, chat with Now anyway. She'll keep in touch with you and keep you updated on the situation and how things are going. So that's it. That's the brief overview of the types of programs that are available to you should you consider studying if in Canada during a summer. I'm going to hang around. If there's any questions here, I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. If not, I wanted to say thank you once again to Endless Abroad. You've done a good job bringing us together, even though maybe we thought we wouldn't be able to see each other over the course of the pandemic. This is a great way for us to all stay in touch, stay abreast of all of the current information and options available to students for education. So thank you very much once again, and I hope to see you in Canada sooner rather than later. Thank you.